oil wells, which means that their future production will likely be reduced by as much as 50%. They're already losing $400 or $500 million a day. How much longer can they hold out? Or is it time for the president now to do blockade plus the military action?
Yeah. Yeah, Sean, thanks for having me. Look, I think what we're doing right now, and first of all, the president has been brilliant in this and what he has done. He's the first president out of 8 presidents that's done anything. But look, we're going through sequencing right now. And I'm one of those guys, and I've said it on your program as well, that I think we need to go further. There's 3 things I think we should do. Number 1 is I do believe there are strategic targets we can take by land. We don't have to go downtown Tehran. We can take those and just eliminate their ability economically to continue to operate. Kharg Island, the islands in the Strait of Hormuz as well. And also, I'd say go after the Revolutionary Guards. You know, what they're going through is what they call the mosaic defense. And what they've done is they de-aggregated and they've split apart all the Revolutionary Guards. It's the 31 different districts. Why is that important? Because you want to keep attacking the Revolutionary Guards. Why? Because they control the Basij. What's the Basij do? They're the paramilitary group that keeps the population under control. So you break that command and control that you've got with them. And the third on negotiations, I would say we're not going to negotiate. We're done. We're just going to keep going to this till we finish it. You may apply maximum pressure to it, and you make sure that they pay a price that they cannot handle. Basically, you reach on command and control, you get to a position where their command and control is already fractured even more.
General, are you talking about, when you mention Kharg Island, are you talking about taking it, or are you talking about bombing it out?
No, I'm talking about taking it, Sean. I'm saying let's just take some things that they cannot give back. We become the arbiter. We become the global oil power. And the president actually said this earlier on a Guardian magazine over 2 decades ago, where he said we're going to take the oil. He talked about that when we were in Iraq. Let's take their oil. We now control it. We don't just depend on a blockade, but we add to the blockade. It's sort of blockade plus. And you want to do that plus the military operations. Look, I don't think an air campaign by itself will do much. Look, I was in the first Gulf War. We watched an air campaign go on for 38 days. And finally, we had to cross the berm, go across, get up to the Euphrates River. And finally, when we put troops on the ground and put the regime at risk, they said, okay, we're done. We're finished. We'll come to the negotiation table. We didn't ask them to do it. We just sort of, this is what we're going to do. And they came to us. And I think that's where we want to go. These guys are thugs, and we have to believe that. And they're not going to be true to their word. I don't trust them at all. And as long as you've got a theocratic government in charge, a religious government in charge, then we're going to continue to have problems. The president has been brilliant in what he's done.